I used to help solve some crimes. Actually, quite a few. Guy that jumped off a bridge, allegedly. I, I think he was murdered because, based on how the structure of the town and the bridge was, that I predicted where his body would be found. If it was found in a shallow area, it'd be improbable that he would want to not be found, right? So they ended up finding his body. I did a full analysis. Anyway, there's this thing that keeps popping up on my screen about a Loveland officer arrested after a report of sexual assault. My ex tried to claim that I'm a rapist. It was because she couldn't take advantage of me anymore. I got rid of her. I made the best choice of my fucking life by getting rid of her because she was manipulating everybody. Like, it took me 13 years to figure out that, like, I don't think like a sociopath. Like, it took me 3 years to figure out Brian Koberger. Anyway, Rihanna, all those girls, their group, they're fucked up. And they don't know how to assess what's wrong with them. I was raised to be self aware, how to understand my own mind. And they went to this school where they were basically left to educate themselves. But then I asked this girl, was there a transvestite that worked at that school? She said, yes. Oh, they're grooming children. They to This is Stockholm affect. Your choice is to ruin your body. So you have to justify it by ruining other people. It's psychopathy. It's fucking menacing. And I've been fucked up so long from Rihanna. But I'm not going to stop fighting. My point is, though, so this officer, they don't really give a lot of details on what happened. I make a joke that it's pretty silly. Like, oh, I guess porn fantasies can't happen anymore. But the whole point is like this: the way that I talk has dynamics. I triangulate them, and so cop can't have, or I guess people can't experience porn fantasies because there's a lot of them about like officers and stuff, or people just in uniform and whatnot. And then the people uh, desiring these things are making conscious choices. Well, women, if they can't have physicality, because women are inherently dominated, will use other means to try to destroy a person's entire life. Like, they get just this weird fucking impulse, and I've seen it more in women than men. Like males, like homosexuals, I've studied them too. When they're used and abused, for some reason they feel more happiness. Rihanna pretends to be a man now. She's got like a fucking beard. She was a woman for me, and then transitioned into a man, and now uses her friends as this like manipulative scapegoat of what emotions she felt for me, though they were dishonest. Lying, using her father as an excuse to go out and cheat. Sociopaths are fucking wild, dude. Like, and I tried for so long to benefit her life, turn her into a mother, train her how to be a proper mother. Because when I met her, her bedroom was full of cat shit, with only one little spot on her bed in the back of her pickup truck. She drove a pickup truck, this Dodge Dakota, I think is what it's called. Had one little spot for her. So she was just, using it to fuck people. And I understood that. Like, I get it. Get your hormones out. Pursue your desires. But when I show her a good life, she would use her father as an excuse to go out and sleep with her manager and fuck her manager. And when you fuck a woman, like 3 times a day, and I was virulent, and like I was like like you couldn't stop me. Like I had so much hormone buildup. My testicles were like the size of fucking golf balls. But ovular, obviously. And anyway, so officers, like, they are in constant tension of their surroundings. They're within the fire of society. Oh my God. You hooked up with a girl. That's not my problem. The problem is that I'm trying to describe what women can do to men. They will be so selfish and use it against you. You can't trust them. All women are snakes. It's a New Girl quote, but the truth is, like, I've thought about it, and I'm like, you're kind of right. The women that are already taken and married, and they are valid or privileged or focused on their man, I can't think of the word. Those women are all gone, especially at my age. The rest are indulgent and manipulative and corruptive, and like they think they have this some sort of vengeance. I don't know. I've heard so many stories, but I think it's better to challenge the female rather than the state trooper, because people will just listen to a woman's story. He did this to me. He's the problem. Huh. And everybody else is like, that son of a bitch. When the truth is that that woman actually used that man. Rihanna used me. And yeah, we had a lot of good times. But the thing, after a while, I started to realize the probability of meeting somebody that actually gets me is so rare. Because I'm a very complicated person. Nobody fucking gets me. And being with Rihanna was so natural that she was pretending to be what she thought I wanted. She was changing herself like a fucking actress. And then one day, she walks out. She'd cut all her hair off. She looked like fucking Justin Bieber. And she walks out. I'm like, get the fuck out of this apartment. You're not here anymore. Just at the peak of when I thought the relationship was of value. I'm considering proposing, having children with this person. She walks out, never considered how I might think about her, how I might desire her. And that is supposed to be how a partnership functions. A woman should dress for her man, be herself and honest and natural. But a man, too, does the same thing. And the best correlation is opening a door, right? Men open doors for women. Women compensate through care and love and this fidelity of like producing life. And a man, all he has to do is open a door. And then he provides for her as she decays in her body. And she just comes out. She chopped all her fucking hair off. Like, I was cutting her hair. And she was so cute. She was adorable. But she did not even think of me once. I asked, did you even consider that maybe I don't want you to look like a boy? No, okay, don't come back then. Guess where she went? Her fucking manager's. I went to her father's 2 days later. I waited 2 days. Go to her father's. He had no fucking clue. I asked her where she would go. She said she would go to her father's. Her father had no idea what I was talking about. The reason is because she challenged me one time because she was guilty about cheating and lying to me. She felt guilty. She told me to follow her. This would have like, imagine if I had followed her. What is that term called? Entrapment, right? Entrapment. She was attempting entrapment. I started to think about it. I confronted her manager. This guy, what a good guy. He confronted me. And like, I'm a formidable person. He confronts me. They have another dude. He's like, do you need backup? He's like, I got this. Walks into the store and he just talks to me. I ran a fucking train. I was so furious. I wanted to talk to this guy. And he just told me the truth. And I was like, what a fool I've been. And she had been engaged again before me. This little Hispanic dude that was a really good guy. Rihanna was just taking advantage of everybody she could. And he came to my apartment and just confronted me and told me the truth too. At that time, that was early on in the relationship, I'm like, oh, maybe I can invest in her. Maybe I can make her a good woman. But no. Anyway, I confront this manager. We don't get into a fight or a scrap or anything. But, because I always blame the woman. You never blame the man. Like, if a man hooks up with a woman that you're with, he probably won't have any prior knowledge of the relationship that the other man is believing in. So I'm not going to blame him. I'm going to blame her. And, I thoroughly believe that women sometimes they just want to sneak out a window and go and kiss a guy or fuck him or whatever. I'm okay with that because at the end of the night you come home to me. But when she would lie, I could tell that she had sex. Like I like you're being with a woman 3 times a day, you know her body. And I could tell that she just had sex and now she wants to come to me. It's like a weird displaced orgy with that fucking freak. You're supposed to wait and wait. I gave her so many orgasms. Like, I have videos on my old laptop, the one that the screen broke on, of us. Like, so I tested her. I stimulated her before work, but denied her so that she could go to work and be horny to see if she was loyal. And let me tell you, she was not loyal. And I brought her to my grandmother's funeral. Lost my train of thought. My last drink broke it finally. I can't believe I was so stupid. I've trained so hard to not be a fucking idiot. I'm gonna find a gym. GYM. And after my knuckles heal and I'm conditioned again, I'm gonna go beat the living fuck out of somebody. I haven't been in a fight in a long time. And all these emotions need to be expressed.